You, me, and her. Part 2. Lately, I feel like my body is not in good shape. I don't eat anything well, and I often vomit, so my worry is clearly visible on my face. The next day, I felt much better, so after work, I went to a private hospital near the company for a health checkup. I told the doctor all my symptoms and the doctor wrote a fetal ultrasound paper and gave it to me. Your symptoms are signs of being pregnant. I will do an ultrasound for you so you can see the results. What do you say? Are you pregnant? That's right. Maybe it's the first time, so I don't know what the changes in a pregnant person's body are like. After seeing the ultrasound results, you'll understand right away. I was so happy when I received the results in my hand. I was 5 weeks pregnant. It felt strange to have a drop of blood from the person I love in my belly. I wanted to call to show it to you, but I decided to give it away. Give you a surprise. Imagining his happy face when he found out he had a child makes me feel happy too. Husband, let's go to the supermarket tomorrow weekend. I want to cook a delicious meal for you. I haven't been in the kitchen for a long time. Okay, dear wife, I'll come pick you up at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Yes, sleep well. Husband, dear wife, sleep well too, miss you. TSK. After reading your message, I couldn't sleep. Tomorrow will be a wonderful day. Because of morning sickness, I feel uncomfortable all the time, but thinking about you and our child makes all the tiredness disappear. Exactly at 8 o'clock, the phone rang. After answering the phone, I realized that you were waiting in front of the house. I quickly cleaned myself, put on light makeup, and chose a lovely outfit to make you see. Smiling eyes headline. He opened the car door for me to get in. On the way, he kept begging me to reveal the secret that made me go into the kitchen, but I insisted on keeping me in suspense forever. He pretended to be angry, but he couldn't fool me. He was an old man but still acted like a child. In the supermarket, you made me go around for a while before deciding to use the cart to choose things. I picked up so many things, from one place to another, making me spin like a pinwheel, but you still refused to forgive me. Hi, what's the point of having a husband? To serve my wife at times like this. I playfully tease you when you complain all the time. Dad, a child nearby seemed to be calling him. It seems like that child is calling you. No, let's go, Dad, Mr. Lamb. You stood still. A woman about your age, with a pale face, approached me. I still didn't understand what was going on when I slapped him hard in the face. What the hell are you doing? Why beat my husband, your husband? She asked him who I was. You go home, we'll talk later. Let's go. He stopped. Star? Don't you dare tell her, I'm your wife, and now even your son calls you. Don't you even look. Ah, so you are Mr. Lamb's ex-wife. Aren't you two already divorced? Now that Mr. Lamb has found new happiness with me, you must be happy for your ex-husband, right? Why are you so ruffled? Oh, this is ridiculous. Divorce. It turns out that because of her, for more than a year now, you've been neglecting your wife and children? Going on a business trip, going to a party? If you go to sleep with this lover, everyone around you looks at you with an expression that cannot be more disdainful. They point, whisper, and become more and more crowded. I'm still confused about what she said. Shut your mouth right now. You keep yelling at me, and you're also making up stories about divorce to trick her? You're so talented. Why didn't I know that you were such a vile guy before I fell in love with you? What is this? What do you not understand? Who deceived whom? You're so naive. I'm still very happy with him and have never divorced, but since having you, the happiness that we had was shared with you. Do you understand? She said as she put her cold hands on my cheek. She started to cry and I swallowed every word she uttered. My face was bloodless, my lips trembled and stiffened. I can't believe it's true. Brother, why don't you say anything? I want to hear an explanation from you. I beg you, please tell me. Why did you lie to me? What did I do to deserve God's punishment? Like this, I clung to you and cried. I screamed in front of the fear of everyone around me. I'm sorry, it's all because of me. Don't cry, get up, I'll take you home. You let me go, don't touch me, it's disgusting, but all this time I didn't know anything? Before, my roommates used to talk about you, They said you were a flirt. I dismissed them all. I didn't believe them. I only believed you, yet you were the one who hurt me the most. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Is it like that? I was wrong. Thursday, don't be like that. I knelt down at your feet to beg, but you didn't listen. I felt bitter in my heart. Maybe I was too confused in your love. The baby felt scared and cried. When I saw the boy's face, I thought of my child. He must be heartbroken to have such a bad father. Disperse quickly, seeing people gathered. The supermarket security blew the whistle to force everyone to disperse. I stood up and dragged myself away, like a lost soul, bumping into this person and that person. Thursday, let me take you home. I can go by myself. Are you going to leave your child? We should wake up from our dreams. Don't expect me to sign the divorce papers so you can come to her. This isn't over yet. The woman grumbled and took the baby away. I also ran as fast as I could and caught a taxi. He chased me but couldn't make it in time. I looked at him in the rearview mirror and felt heartbroken. Today, you and I should be very happy, but in real life no one can predict anything. This is completely out of my control. I never thought my situation would be so similar to the character in the story, but I completely lost all strength to face it, because a story is a story and in reality nothing is as rosy as a story. If you risk everything to come to me, that is the ending the author has for his character. But in reality, if that really exists, I would accept living alone to raise my child rather than letting my child grow up. When his younger brother was born, he was cursed by people because he had an unkind and unjust father. I kept calling you, but you didn't answer the phone. I know you're in the house I rented for you right now waiting for you to come home, so I told the taxi to take me another way. The person I don't want to see right now is you. I need to think about everything. Right now I need to be more alert than anyone else. I rented a room in a motel. The owner was very surprised that I was alone. I received the key and went up to the room. Entering the empty room, a feeling of loneliness enveloped my body. I cried like crazy. I hated you, but because I loved you so much, I hated myself more. I was too naive with my first love. I was too easy with my own feelings and I trusted you too much. Because you acted so well that I didn't have any doubts. You told me to finish the important thing and then we'll figure it out. To the wedding day, is divorcing your wife an important thing you said? Do you want me to become a girl who snatches someone else's husband? No, you're just a character in my life's love story. I act the way you tell, you love the way you set it up and you fail according to my bad script. I am entertained by the vortex you create, making me wobble and immersed. He is truly so perfect. Love is also perfect and bad is also perfect. I wonder, in this life, who can I trust anymore? How can I tell my parents about my pregnancy? When my baby is born in the future, how will I tell my children about you when I am born? Except being a single mother? I also want to win my love, but I'm not evil enough like you. I'm a woman. I understand how it feels to lose someone you love. I'm just a character in your love story. I act the way you tell. I love the way you stage and I fail according to your bad script. I am entertained by the vortex you create, making me wobble and immersed. He is truly so perfect. Love is also perfect and bad is also perfect. I wonder, in this life, who can I trust anymore? How can I tell my parents about my pregnancy? When my baby is born in the future, how will I tell my children about you when I am born? Except being a single mother? I also want to win my love, but I'm not evil enough like you. I'm a woman. I understand how it feels to lose someone you love. I'm just a character in your love story. I act the way you tell. I love the way you stage and I fail according to your bad script. I am entertained by the vortex you create, making me wobble and immersed. He is truly so perfect. Love is also perfect and bad is also perfect. I wonder, in this life, who can I trust anymore? How can I tell my parents about my pregnancy? When my baby is born in the future, how will I tell my children about you when I am born? Except being a single mother? I also want to win my love, but I'm not evil enough like you. I'm a woman. I understand how it feels to lose someone you love. I am entertained by the vortex you create, making me wobble and immersed. He is truly so perfect. Love is also perfect and bad is also perfect. I wonder, in this life, who can I trust anymore? How can I tell my parents about my pregnancy? When my baby is born in the future, how will I tell my children about you when I am born? Except being a single mother? I also want to win my love, but I'm not evil enough like you. I'm a woman. I understand how it feels to lose someone you love. I am entertained by the vortex you create, making me wobble and immersed. He is truly so perfect. Love is also perfect and bad is also perfect. I wonder, in this life, who can I trust anymore? How can I tell my parents about my pregnancy? When my baby is born in the future, how will I tell my children about you when I am born? Except being a single mother? I also want to win my love, but I'm not evil enough like you. I'm a woman. I understand how it feels to lose someone you love. How will you tell your children about me when you accept being a single mother? I also want to win my love, but I'm not evil enough like you. I'm a woman. I understand how it feels to lose someone you love. How will you tell your children about me when you accept being a single mother? I also want to win my love, but I'm not evil enough like you. I'm a woman. I understand how it feels to lose someone you love. Thank you for letting me experience this life. Let's stop. Continuing won't make you happy. You, she and the baby need you to take care of. Send me a message. I see my heart aches. Don't. Thursday. I know I was wrong. Please forgive me. Don't make me leave you. I didn't text back. Regardless of the calls and messages you continuously send me, I am still determined with my choice, because if I forgive you, I will cause a child to lose his father, a woman. Lose your husband and your life will become even more unhappy. I went to the company, met the director and resigned. I wanted to leave this land quickly, so I wouldn't have to run away from you anymore. The director told me the reason my application was approved so quickly was because Lam introduced me. Although he was very surprised by my sudden decision, he still agreed because after working together, he also understood my personality. After everything was over, I rushed back to our house to get clothes. I left everything behind, because everything related to you made me feel heartbroken. I booked a plane ticket to Vung Tau, where my sister and parents are staying. I rested here for a while, but my belly is getting bigger and bigger. My parents are not young anymore. I don't want my parents to think praised me, so I decided to hide it from everyone. Using the excuse that the company sent her to study abroad, she lied to her family and went to Ho Chi Minh City to start over. Many years passed before I returned to Hanoi because of a company contract. I walked around the streets, the familiar streets of the past. The strong smell of milk flowers spread throughout the street. Before, when I went with you, I had to cover my nose tightly because I was afraid of the black milk flower. Every time I smelled it, I felt dizzy and nauseous, but now it's different. I calmly enjoy the gift of Hanoi. Perhaps my feelings have become dull as well as my heart has become cold. It no longer sobs when I think of you. It's just a little old residue rushing back to make the old wound that has healed now bleed again. I don't have any information about you, and I don't care. You, me, and her, no one is at fault. It's just that nature is clever at teasing us, and fate forces us to go down the wrong path. Now I have another love to rely on, that is my son, who will always be mine alone. Be happy.